Hello friends, in this lecture we are going to learn how to write the basic structure that will enable us to write our web pages. Now you realize that in the previous lecture we did not actually write any line of code. The reason why our text was able to display correctly in the browser without any break was because the browser quickly identified that we are trying to open an HTML file with a .html extension. Now, in many cases, it is not advisable to depend on the browser to handle that page structure for us. So let's see how that is done. Let's go to our code editor. For those of you who are using VS Code with me, in this top left corner, there is a plus icon. Click on it and let's name it page-structure.html. Now, because we are using the latest version of HTML, which is HTML5, we need to do a doc type declaration. Doing that is simply informing the browser that hey browser, we are using HTML5. So we do that by typing a left angle bracket followed by an exclamation mark, and we type the word doc type. Now you can see that I have this black thing popping down here. Now this is because I have code completion enabled in my code editor. I'm going to show you the extension that I'm using so that you can also install it. Then we give a space and type HTML. Then we close it with a right angle bracket. Then we go onto a new line, type the word HTML. Now normally HTML tags actually follows in pairs, so something like this. So we call this a start tag and this is the end tag, and the end tag normally ends with the /. Ideally, I was supposed to type this, but because I have code completion enabled inside VS Code, it was able to automatically do that for me. So I'm going to leave that. Then the next thing we have to type is a head tag. So we type the word head. Then we close it with a right angle bracket. Again, VS Code has typed it or has done it for me. Then in between, let's break this to a new line. Now let us type something in between the head tag. Now normally this head tag, what you are seeing here, it contains information which is not visible for our end users. This is an information that we actually give only to the browser. Let us type something, then when we open our web page, I'll show you. Let's type the word title, and then in between let's write my first web page. Let's hit Ctrl S and save that. Now after the closing head tag, let's type the word body. Again, VS Code has done it for me, but ideally you'll be typing that manually. And let's break this and let's try and clear the space. So in between the start body tag and the end body tag, that is where our code or whatsoever that we want to be visible in the browser that is where we have to write it. So let's write something in between the start body tag and the end body tag and see whether it will render on our web page. I'm going to write something like, I am a Racoon developer. Now you can type anything you want, that is up to you. So you can hit on Ctrl S and save, navigate to the folder on the desktop, locate that file and double click on it. Now you can see that our text has popped up. Now you realize that in the head tag where we wrote the title, now you can see something like my first web page. Now you realize that I have YouTube open here. It is that title which we wrote in our page structure that is also popping up in the YouTube pane.